Hey there. All right, so today we are going plant shopping, and I already stopped at one garden center, but I'm going to stop at another, I think, and maybe get some soil. And I thought I would just take you with me for some of the garden shopping fun. Now, all good garden shopping trips, plant shopping trips, start with caffeine. So I'm going to get a latte now, and then we will, we'll go get some more plants. I have a whole trunk full of plants, and we're getting more because it's that weekend, right? Like end of April, beginning of May, getting toward, I guess, a couple weeks to Mother's Day, but it's that weekend. Mother's Day and my birthday also happen to fall like right around the same time. So it's just a great time of year, and let's get some coffee and get some plants. All right, got a vanilla latte. I always just stick to the classics. Plants. I'm about to head in, but let's talk a little bit garden plant shopping strategies. So the last garden center I went to, I had specific containers and plants in mind, some ideas of what I wanted, which is a good way to garden shop. It can be a little hard sometimes because when you're finding, like, you may not find the plants you want, but it gives you a better idea. Right now, we're just doing what I like to call an impulse shop. One of my best tips for a small garden is to leave room for impulse buys. So we're gonna go look at all the pretty things, and if there's something that inspires me for like a random container or a random place, I'm gonna get it. I do possibly want something like pollinator. I'm gonna do a couple pollinator specifically intended containers. And so I'm gonna see if there's anything that's like looks particularly pollinator friendly, but that's really all the plan that I have. So let's go see what there is. For the last couple years, I've been looking at pink cushion flower. I think it's so pretty. Unfortunately, these pots were too big, and same with the scavola, which is another favorite of mine. They also had bicolor nemesia, which I'd never seen quite like that. Really beautiful, but I think my garden's too hot. And then, I passed up all of the zinnias and cosmos. I can start those from seed, and although sometimes it's nice to have that jump start, I just figured I'll start my own from seed, Grab a cart, though, because I did find my first impulse buy, some of this amaranth. We'll talk about it more when I get back in the car, but I'm really excited about this one. And then I also found a plant that was totally new to me, which is always exciting after a few years of gardening to find new things. There was a lot of pretty stuff at this garden center, some gorgeous statice that the bees were loving. Again, too big of a container. I just don't have room for big plants in the garden right now. And of course, lantanas I had to just look at because those are some of my favorites. I really love lantana. There were a lot of really nice plants at this garden center, and again, like, everything is new to me. I haven't grown in a zone 10 like this, and so a lot of the plants were just totally brand new, which is kind of exciting, kind of fun. And I had to stop and look at some of the roses, although I definitely don't have room for roses. It's always fun to window shop a little bit, and I did pick up just a couple more things before heading to checkout. So this amaranth, now I totally could have started amaranth from seed, but it was fun to find a started plant, a nice big started plant, autumn touch. So I'm going to be doing this pollinator raised bed, and I thought I had all the plants I needed for it, but then finding this guy, I was like, all right, I have to get it. I mean, it's going to be really pretty. It's one of those things that pollinators are going to like, and it just looked like such a nice, healthy plant, and I didn't have a start for it. And then this. So this is the Linaria Drown Jewels. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen it. It's so pretty with that kind of the purple and the yellow. It said it blooms midsummer to fall, so hopefully it'll keep blooming all season. I always check that when I'm finding an annual or a plant that I've never grown before. Always check the bloom time, because sometimes you see really pretty stuff, but it only blooms, for like spring or midsummer and just for a few weeks. Especially with a lot of perennials, they only bloom for a short amount of time. So, I mean, sometimes that's what you want, or maybe like in a big perennial bed, that doesn't matter. But if you're doing a container and you're adding things that you're expecting to kind of be centerpieces or, you know, important parts of the container, and then they stop blooming mid-season. That can be, I don't know, that just doesn't always work toward plan. But these hopefully will just keep blooming till fall. And I think they kind of have this like little wildflower look, which I don't have a specific theme for my garden this year, but some of these kind of wildflowery tones I do have going on. And so, yeah, I think that'll be really, really pretty. And then I also grabbed a Gypsy Pepper. Whoop! I'm adding some sweet peppers to the garden. My daughters really like eating sweet peppers. And so this will be some cute little sweet peppers. They even say that you can eat these like an apple right off of the plant. So that's something that I'm going to want. We'll just snack on peppers and just like want to harvest them. So this way, all my peppers in the garden are going to be sweet peppers. I'm not going to have any hot peppers, so they can just come out. My 4-year-old can come out and just harvest peppers whenever she wants and eat them. And like those Gypsy peppers, she can just eat right off the plant, eat them like an apple, which is how she likes to eat peppers. And then I grabbed one more plant just like off the tray as I was heading out, which I don't even know really if I have a full plan for it, but it's kind of nostalgic for me. It's like a super classic Salvia. It says it's good for containers, which is cool. So we definitely are going to put it in a container. And let's see what the bloom time is. See, I didn't even follow my own rule. Okay. I don't know. This one you might have to cut back. I think it's a perennial Salvia, but it's really pretty. And so these like pollinators just love these. There's something really beautiful about that. And I thought I'd just add it. It'll be a big fresh bunch of color for right now, even if it might be one of those that I need to like cut back after it blooms and it might reflush. Because I think it's one of those perennial salvias. I think my mom used to have these in my garden growing up. Like at least that's what this sort of reminds me of, like my childhood kind of like yard, which just makes me happy. So since we're far away from home right now, I don't know, that was like a nostalgia purchase. And then I grabbed a black heart potato vine to put in one of the containers. I'm trying to make sure that I add some of these deeper foliage colors just to keep the garden looking interesting and to keep some contrast. As you can see, like that's such a pretty contrast between all these kind of like deep jewel tones and then that potato vine. So that is an important piece in the garden, and I've just been kind of keeping an eye to keep. I grabbed a coleus, and then I grabbed this sweet potato vine. We'll stick this into a container. It'll just spill out the side, and it'll be really pretty. And yeah, just that little piece that you need to kind of keep the garden looking interesting and giving some breaks for your eye from all the green. I just ran into Costco. I didn't even get a chance to film it because it's a weekend day at Costco and it gets kind of crazy, but that's where I picked up more potting soil. So it's, potting soil is always one of the most expensive things to get for a garden. I like, you can get it from your garden center. That's always good. Getting it from Costco, I like because it's a seasonal item. So one of the issues with getting potting soil from big box stores or like Walmart, places like that, although I have shopped at those kind of stores for potting mix, one of the issues with it is that sometimes it sits around there. I feel like for a long time it gets full of fungus gnats. It can get kind of sometimes it's even kind of moldy when you open it. And at least with a place like Costco, it's a seasonal item, so you know that they're bringing in fresh bags. And as a container gardener, I go through quite a lot of potting mix. So I just went in and grabbed that. I was thinking about maybe going over to one more garden center, but honestly, I think I have so many plants. I just pulled a bunch up here since I just put the potting soil in the back. My front seat. Oh my gosh, I love it. So we've got like a little eggplant here, a Japanese eggplant. There's some kufia, bunch of things, a ton of planting to do. Oh my goodness. I just wanted to film this video today, kind of just a quick video, a little sort of extra this week, just because it's that season when all the garden shopping and planting season is happening. And it's just nice. I can't tell you like what a boost to my spirit it is to go shopping, like just to go in and get something like this. How could this not make your day happy? This is a Conga Lavender Calibrachoa. Oh my gosh. And to have my whole car smelling like plants and flowers and life, it's great. I am really happy too. I'm looking at all my colors, and sometimes when you go to multiple garden centers, it's hard because you'll be like, one garden center you'll be getting you know, all the lavendery like pastel tones will look good, and then you'll go to the next garden center and everything that's, I don't know, like jewel tone will look good. But I think all of these plants that I got are gonna go together really well. And I think it's gonna be great. That is one thing to watch though. Like sometimes you'll go on one day and I don't know, like all the blue plants will look good. I've definitely done that, gone in and just bought like all of one color or something. But yeah, that was a little bit of garden shopping with me. I hope you have a wonderful week, and maybe you're getting out in your garden. Let me know when your last frost is or when it's coming up. I'm just curious where everybody's gardening. Obviously, as I said, we've moved here now. We're in a zone 10A, so it's just pretty much warm here all the time. But I still feel like I'm kind of hitting that sort of beginning of May planting season like I normally would, which feels good. So let me know. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.